I'm here with Finton from Idle Systems. Southeast Asia is a really interesting market, right? You've got Singapore, which is a very mature, developed country, and then you've got emerging markets as well, Thailand, Indonesia. I know you guys are really active in the Southeast Asian region. What are your thoughts about how it's performing and what's your strategy to kind of tackle it?
Good to see you again. Good to be at the first Infocom in Southeast Asia. And how do we feel about it? This is our first AV booth in almost a 30-year history of Ideal Systems. So we're very bullish, I'd have to say. I think it's super exciting for a few reasons. I think a key reason that it's a great place to be is this is a growth market. I saw some statistics at the plenary presentation this morning that said that the AV business in Southeast Asia is growing 50% faster than the GDP of the countries of Southeast Asia. So in terms of relative speed of growth, we're in a great industry for growth. Okay, so being in a growth industry is a fantastic thing. As you know, we're traditionally and historically a broadcast systems integrator, and the broadcast business is going through a time of change. It's a time of change in the AV business, but the time of change in the AV business is about technology change. I think the time of for the key difference now in AV and broadcast is the growth, exponential growth in the AV industry at this time. And this has been driven by the economies. It's also been driven by a change in the workplace and bringing in new technologies into the office space. So how's it going for us? We're building a great team. Our team's getting bigger very quickly. We're winning a lot of customers because of our focus on quality and putting this great team within our overall Ideal infrastructure in Asia and Southeast Asia as well. So far we've been very successful. We're still new in this, right? So this is really our third year with this AV department. But the level and quality of government department business, of enterprise business that we're getting is very, very encouraging. And that's why we're going here. We're here. We're here at the show, and also I think the innovation levels in the AV space, and that makes your work very exciting because you get to play with new things. So here at the show, behind me here is Lava. Is a brand new remote screen management system. It's a global enterprise level screen management system. This has been launched here. This has not been seen anywhere in the world until today, so it's kind of a soft launch globally. So we get to play with new startups like Lava. And I hope you get a chance to talk to them maybe at the end of this video. Occam, again, is a new product just out of the UK that is launching here at the show today. Never been seen. These guys have a brand new technology for video conferencing and in a shared workspace, and how to connect to video and streaming panels in shared workspaces. Brand new technology there as well. And a lot of new stuff. So first time in Thailand for this Sonos Professional series. So these guys, they look good, they sound great, and they're easy to install. We've been working with them for over a year now. We've got some installs in Asia. So great products, great partners, innovative stuff. Behind the cameras here is Xterity. I know they have a booth here. But we've got their new product as well, which is is a Sony with a Chromecast built in, so you can get Netflix. So this is a hospitality solution. And live on the back over here, we've got our 4K video conferencing, which is the i700 from Lifesize. It's the Icon i700. And we're doing live video conferencing in 4K from our booth to our office in Kuala Lumpur, and actually to various offices, so we can have a chat with our office, which is very handy on the booth, nice, and see the quality of the picture. And for the first time ever at an AV show in Asia, we have Evertz AV out of Canada. We've been working with them many years on the broadcast side, but this is their new AV department as well, doing AV over IP solutions as well. So we've got lots of new stuff. We've got a Pantech here. We've got one TV or TV1 here with some new racking. It's a whole new universe. None of this we would have on a broadcast booth. So it's a lot of new technology, a massive amount of innovation. Some of the bigger companies, but there are new divisions within those companies, and some small startups. Very, very exciting. It makes it all very exciting, you know. So it's a long answer to to a question.
No. Thank you so much for highlighting all the different solutions. What's the underlying principle that guides you and Ideal Systems? How do you pick these solutions, and what's the value you want to bring to end users here in Southeast Asia and Asia Pacific in general?
I think in our DNA, you know, and this is the DNA coming out of our old broadcast days. We're accustomed really to building best of breed, and then if we can't build it, we try and make something ourselves, right? So we you know, what I see in AV, there's a lot of distributors, a lot of stuff is out of the box. It's assembly, it's plug and play. We're a purebred system integrator, and so we're looking for, we basically scour the globe looking for innovative technologies that solve problems well. Because people don't, you know, by and large, people don't come and say, I want to buy this product. You know, they have a problem they want to solve. So we're trying to design and engineer solutions to solve real world problems. And three of the companies, when I was looking at their USPs and these startups as well, was about simplicity of use. And this comes from, you know, just office problems. You know, 5 people come in to do a presentation on your office AV. They can't plug in the UHD, the HD cables don't work, the UHD cables don't work, and that mismatch. So it's all about simplifying how people work in the office. It's all about simplifying the solutions that we provide to our hotel customers, our government customers, our military customers now. So I think we probably focus more on research of available technologies in the market than just kind of taking stuff out of boxes and delivering. We're still focused on delivery too. Yeah.
And what are some of your future plans for the region? Expansion is on the cards.
Well, the fact we're standing in Thailand is a bit of a giveaway. You know, Ideal have been in Thailand already in the broadcast side, but the AV is coming up this way as well. We move next month into a new designated building in Indonesia. So this will be, again, the first time I think for Ideal, certainly in Southeast Asia, maybe as a group, that we've had our own building. I hope it bodes well that the building used to be a bank, so they'll have lots of money coming into it. But the reason we're getting our own building is not because we have, you know, we have a need to have our own building. We're just the growth is there. Teams are growing, and I think in AV what we're seeing is that, you know, we need to have specialists for different areas. Local support guys. So we're investing a lot in growing the teams to make sure that we're in balance. We've got the right number of solution architects, we've got the right number of engineers, right number of deployment guys, right number of support. And that's all. You know, it's a growth story, but we're growing teams in a growth business, which is a very nice thing to do. You know?
Yeah, exciting times indeed.
It is exciting times, and one thing I really like about the AV business, you know, and again, an analogy back, you know, one of the comparisons to the broadcast business. If we look in Singapore, in the last few years in the broadcast business, we've got people like MediaCorp, StarHub, Encompass, Globecast, Fox Sports. All these people have built new facilities, Sony Pictures. We've built new facilities for a lot of these guys. But they don't do that very often. The refresh cycle there, you build a new facility, you know, MediaCorp moves once every 50 years. I'm not waiting around for the next move, right? So, and after they move into a new facility and build all their studios, yeah, you're really into a maintenance and kind of lower refresh cycles. But in the AV business, new companies coming in, smaller companies going to bigger offices, new hotels. Singapore knocks down lots of older buildings and puts up new buildings. You know, so count the number of tower cranes. That gives you an indication of you know, your AV. You know, and AV, not just in the high tech stuff, but there's a lower order of kind of AV. It's the structured cabling, it's the fire alarm, intercom, and stuff like that. It's not very sexy, but you know, it has to be done. It's good business. So you know, we mix that into it, and it gives us a kind of a good refresh cycle and a good future pipeline of business as well.
Thank you so much for your time, Quentin.
No problem. Thank you.